I first noticed that something was really wrong when I was 19. It was abnormal because I got out of bed and I got into the shower and I couldn't feel hot water on my feet. So I knew that something was wrong. I went through a test of denial. Nothing is wrong here. So it took me a little while to actually get to the doctor until actually my legs went numb. And then I told my mother, who was an ER nurse. She immediately got nervous. So they ordered an MRI. What the MRI showed was lesions on my spinal cord. And because they were wrapped around the spinal cord, we knew it wasn't a tumor, but we couldn't take a biopsy of it. It was too risky in my point of view and many of the doctors' point of views. So we started to take guesses. Having an undiagnosis and wondering constantly what it is creates a lot of ambiguity. And as humans, we don't like ambiguity. We want certainty and security and an illness that you can put a name on. My lowest point is when I went for a checkup and the lesions were back. So in the beginning, I was in survival mode, meaning total denial, not with it. And I did that for a really long time. But that came with accepting a lot. Until I got older and a little bit stronger emotionally and more evolved mentally, that I said, I gotta snap out of this survival mode. I gotta find a new way of doing things so that I can not accept where I am, but find a new level, a new standard that's much higher. So I got a job on Wall Street that had me running around. And for someone with the disability that I had and the illness that I had, that was really hard, but there's nothing I couldn't do. So when I got a job on Wall Street, it was like my dream job, like I had accomplished a goal, but I realized that wasn't my life's path. And almost my illness was telling me, this is not the way to go. I took a job at a company that I traded on Wall Street, and it was a small startup. And it happened to be a digital health company called onhealth.com. And that was exciting because all of a sudden I started to relate. And when that company was purchased by what was then Healthion and became WebMD, that's when it really kicked in and say, I can help make an impact in the world by helping to create these companies. So after WebMD went public, I went to another company until that company went public and saw success all over again. I said, wow, 3 times in a row, I must be on the right path, but there's more we can do. And so when I went to work at a company called Remedy Health Media, we said, let's start to tell stories. That's what people really need today. Real stories from real people to snap people out of the survival mode that I was in and to get them more towards hope and what could be possible. So at Remedy, we started to create documentary films called Live Bold, Live Now. We put them into a series and it was amazing.
We actually do create documentaries of people who have, let's say, MS, UC, RA, diabetes, and they share their story of when they were down and out and they thought that they were on their deathbed. We document those stories and then put them out so that other folks can hear these stories and be inspired.
Our popularity in traffic shot up and it attracted a buyer. So Remedy was just purchased recently. And so for the 4th time, the 4th company that I worked for was either sold or went public. So I really felt like I was really onto something because it gave me pride to help these millions of people, and I became successful in business as well. So if you do something that you're passionate about, it translates into business success. Through that, I was able to write a book that became a bestseller in the depression category on Amazon. I wanted my own personal suffering to mean something, and I didn't think it would mean anything if I didn't share it. If you don't share your story and contribute it in some way, if you don't find a way to help people, then your suffering, then your suffering is for you. Project Sunshine is a great nonprofit organization. They focus on going into hospitals or working with children that are sick, suffering from some condition, whether it's a chronic condition like lupus or they're in the hospital with cancer. And they want to spread sunshine. It's like, let's make these kids happy. They're just kids. They want to be happy too, whether they're sick or not. So it's been really rewarding working with this organization.
Jim has inspired me. So over the years, he has taught me how to be passionate, how to embrace challenges, and just combat obstacles, be it for work, maybe it's a relationship or health. It's like, you can't just settle. And that's something that he's repeatedly told me on a personal level, or even in the workplace.
Your illness teaches you how to deal with it. And then you can decide whether you're going to live well or be in survival mode. When you do something you're passionate about, when it's truly contributing to the world, you find success.